Well, hello again. We're just about done with this semester, and got a few things to say about your last speech, your persuasive speech. Let me get some kind of housekeeping things out of the way. There are 150 points left in this class, period. There's some discussion boards, there's a couple of exams, and there's the final special occasion speech. Some of the things that I've been saying throughout this semester, some of you are still, I don't have a better word for it, just absolutely ignoring it. Things like you need an outline, preparation outline, speaking outline, camera shot, this camera shot right here. It must be that camera shot or I will not accept it, those kinds of things. And I have said in the critiques every time those were problems. Some people have not done anything about that. So, as a result, with only 150 points left, this time on the speech, we absolutely, if the camera shot's wrong, that's it. It's an F. No questions asked. If you fail to post your response by the first deadline, or you fail to post an answer, you'll get no points for the discussion board. And the exams are all online, so you've got to take care of that. You don't meet the deadlines. It's a problem. So, as some of you have left points on the table in discussion boards and not taking exams and things like that, some of you could leave a grade, a letter grade on the table, and whether you do that or not is pretty much up to you. So let's get on with the critiques. First one is Aquaman. You had the wrong shot. You had bad composition. You failed to talk anything about what your credibility was. Very busy background in the shot that distracts from what you're saying. You look scared at times. You need to stay relaxed. Also, where are the copies of your visuals? You've been told a number of times when you use a visual, don't zoom the camera to it, send me a copy. Also, you need to watch how your flow varies from smooth to interrupted, almost stutter-like. Sometimes it's smooth, and other times it's kind of like we're not sure of where we're going to go next. All right, so watch that. Your flow had many interruptions to the flow. You need to be smooth in your presentation, and you had an extremely abrupt ending. You got to fix that. It's got to be an ending that makes sense. Next up is Irish. Very nice appearance, excellent opening. Keep the pace moving. You want to make sure that you close the gap so that there aren't any dead spots in your speech. That's kind of a flow issue too. And I like your style. You do good work, and it was a pleasure to watch this speech, and the grade will reflect that when you see it, or maybe you've already seen it. All right, next up is Coffee. Coffee, a good shot. This speech was way too long. It ran 10 minutes and 36 seconds. You need to stand still when you speak, watch your vocalized pauses, and so you've got ums and ahs, so watch the use of it's another form of a vocalized pause. Keep the flow moving, watch the tisk sound when you are speaking so that you don't make that sound. You are you don't seem to have any passion for this particular speech. You're just kind of rambling. Make your points forcefully so that you are strong in your speech. You had a horrible ending. You want to just absolutely nail it at the ending. And you ran too long, and you need to edit yourself. All right, next up is Danny, D-A-N-Y. Good appearance. Fix the shot. You're shooting up into your face. Don't do that. You had good visuals. Thank you for that. Good example about using the Statue of Liberty as a comparative situation. Great examples. For a persuasive speech, this was very, very well done. In fact, I think you'll be very, very pleased with the score you got on this speech. Also, You had great action steps offered to the audience, and as I said on your critique, this speech is just about as good as it gets. So nice job. Next up is Boombox. You have dark video. The camera is bouncing all over the place. No tripod apparently. You have bad audio from your microphone, and there's also a hiss in the audio. So the room is bad audio, and then the hiss. You are reading way too much. No visuals. Talk to me, not at me when you're giving a speech. Be conversational. It was very hard to watch this speech because of the shaky video. Don't run away at the end. Finish your speech. Smile. Finish your wrap up. Make your point. Remember, it had points for vivid ending. Make your point. Smile. And then either somebody turns off the camera, and then you leave. And so, in conclusion, I want you to remember, never drink poison. No, stay there for a second, okay? Don't run away at the end, and your ending was very disjointed in your speech. Next is Wildcat. Wildcat, you were way too long. This speech ran 11 minutes and 31 seconds after you introduced the audience. You're shooting up and into your face. You have a soft focus on your camera. You need to fix that. And it was too long a list of companies. You do not read all 150 companies that you want to point out. Give me some highlights, but not all of them. And you can always say a full list of the companies that I'm mentioning in the speech will be available afterwards. So it was too long a list. It took too much time to go through that list, and it didn't forward your speech in any significant way to mention all the companies instead of just a few of them. And again, only one outline. Next up is Gabriel. This was way out of sync, the audio, in terms of the audio and the visual itself, where the audio and the lips are coming at the same time. You are shooting into a window. We talked about that at day one. I can't see you at all because the light coming through the window is causing the camera to iris down. As a result, you may as well be an outline as opposed to anything I can see. I can't see your eyes for eye contact, any of that. You need energy and watch your vocalized pauses. I can't see you in the video. I can't see your visuals. And you had an extremely abrupt ending for an audio program. All right, next up is Pacers. Pacers, you had a nice appearance. Never, and I don't know how many times I've said this, turn off the camera once your first audience member starts. Don't turn it off until you finish the speech. That just suggests to me you edited your audience into the speech and they weren't really there. Work on flow. You have a soft focus on your video, and add some energy. Get some energy up there. All right. Next up is Photo, and you had too long a speech. You need to fix that. Overall, the speech situation was not all that bad. You can do some improving and work on that to continue to improve on what it is that you're doing. Next up is Pants. Pants, good appearance. Watch the laughing in your speech. You had a nice start and a very solid opening. I like your style. You have a good, strong storytelling approach. Watch touching your face while you're speaking for whatever reason. And you said, you get ran over by a car. You get ran over. Come on, check your tenses on things. But overall, nice speech, and I think your grade will reflect that, and I would hope you'd be happy with the grade that you earned on this speech. Next is Snoop. Snoop, nice appearance. Watch the wind noise in the microphone. That's disturbing when I'm trying to hear what you're saying. You are reading entirely too much of your speech. You had a great setup for your speech, and you have a nice speaking style. Don't get lost in your own notes It kills any kind of flow that you have when you seem to get lost. Watch the vocalized pauses. Overall, this is a good job. Fix the small stuff. Then the other stuff will take care of it. And then you said, we've all fell victim. We've all fell victim. Watch your grammar when you're doing speeches. Next up is Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart, you had the wrong shot, horribly distorted audio, and I can't tell you how bad the camera shot was. And again, do you watch these videos? You're supposed to tell me you did. And if you did, you've seen me say, this is the shot right now, a little bit above the head, an inch or two, and roughly this line right through here is where we want to see. You don't do that, it's going to cost you dearly. Please pay attention to what I said at the beginning of this video. Your speaking outline was headed severe weather, and you had no bibliography of your authors in the outlines, and you give no sources in your speech. I will tell you, you had an interesting ending to the speech. Next up is circle. And circle, you have the wrong shot to start. Stand still. It was a very abrupt ending, and you need to work on citing your sources. And again, not enough outlines. Folks, pay attention. Next up is heat. Heat, you had a very large audience. Okay, you don't need that many, but that's okay. You made very strong points. However, it was hard to understand you at times, and you need to cite your sources very, very clearly. Next is Hoosier, and Hoosier, a nice appearance, good opening, very solid speech with a good reasoning to what you were doing there. You had a nice style, and you slowed down a little bit from what we've been talking to you about. That's good. This was very well done, and in fact, it was one of your best. Okay, that's it. Good luck on your special occasion speech. Don't leave any of those 150 points on the table. And once again, if you have not done what we've talked about all semester on your final speech, I won't even grade it. It'll end up being an automatic F. Okay? Have any questions? Give me a call in the office. That's it. You have a great one, and we're pretty much done with the class. I'll try to get the critique of the special occasion speech, and maybe you can pick up something from that to carry forward after the class. All right, talk to you next time. Have a good one.